Shalom, family. It's good to see you all here. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I kind of got caught up in something, but I hope we can get started because, man, do we have a lot to talk about as far as the speech that Zelensky gave to Congress. And I'm kind of glad I got an opportunity to watch it. And I hope you did too, because he said some things in there that I can't say it blew my mind, but I can certainly say, it's a lot of hypocrisy to go around. How you doing, True Royal and LVZ? Are you there?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I'm here. I'm good. What's up? What's up, y'all?
Y'all hear this bullshit from Zelensky?
Yes.
What he's saying, everyone has a dream. I have a need. You need to get the fuck up out of here with that
Right.
bullshit.
Thank you. Hello, LVZ. That's what I was thinking.
I said, yeah, I got a need too. I got a need to tell you, get the fuck up out of here with this bullshit.
Yes.
We shall overcome.
Yes. Oh, I have a dream. I said, okay, what was your dream? Keeping Africans from boarding planes? Boarding trains and buses? Was that your dream?
I have a dream that no nigger can leave the country before a white woman. That is the dream. That is the dream. Let us all embrace the dream of oppressing niggers.
Yeah, right.
You know what I was thinking? When he was saying that? Some of our folks have a tendency to think the enemy in different regions of the world are nicer. They're not as bad on one particular region opposed to another region. And it doesn't matter on the four corners of the earth. He was displaying their true nature, what I talk about often on my channel and stuff. He sound ungrateful, and he literally demanded more, and he basically told Biden, you need to lead this shit and stuff. And it's what's going down is it's affecting the enemy's immediate situation over here in America. Well, in other countries too as well, but heavily in these European countries, because people are very pissed about paying this high ass gas. Why are we paying high gas and we don't get the bulk of our gas from any European countries? This shit don't even add up. Mm-hmm. But then another thing is it shows you that America doesn't have really any friends. They want other countries to step in and give humanitarian aid. And
you know how I see it, Queen. I don't mean to disrupt you.
Excuse me.
America has showed its hand. Now, we all know this is a racist ass place, but what they have proven is only to care about people that look like them in this world. Mm-hmm. When we say the word reparations, all of a sudden, nobody got no money. What y'all gonna do with the money? They want to question everything. Well, I didn't have slaves. Okay, I don't have no damn family over in the Ukraine. I don't know nobody over there. Why do my go to? Go ahead, OVZ.
And I don't have no damn bombs. I ain't do nothing to them people. So why they need any of my tax money?
Any of
it. Furthermore, the shit that got me about the I have a need thing, I have a dream, I went, ain't this a bitch? He watched a lot of motherfucking white TV over here because he knew that that's the only speech these white motherfuckers know that Dr. King. They all use I have a dream. He went from the white supremacist playbook.
But you know what? Yes. Okay. Whenever you hear them bringing up Dr. King, that's a white supremacist right there. And see, the need to do that to us is to shut you down. But see, you can shut them down. All you got to do after they get finished saying, well, what would Dr. King do? Well, first of all, he would be asking, why did somebody that looked like you kill me? And why are you using my name against my people? That's what he would say. Okay. Okay. All this stuff about, oh, he would be ashamed of us over what we're saying. He wouldn't be ashamed of a damn thing.
Well, you know what I wanted to add to this is when I was the platform that I was watching it on, you know, they had warned us before we watched that we would see, you know, disturbing images. And I'm not when I'm saying I'm being earnest, I am disturbed seeing Black men shot in the streets of America.
Thank you.
I am disturbed, and I have asked people this question repeatedly on my channel. There are some black and white photos where you see 2 Black men hung, and there's another one where you see a Black man literally burnt, and you see men, women, and children. You see this photo often. Can anybody tell me when the first time they seen that photo, or any other disturbing photos like Emmett Till or anything? When was the first?
You know what I say to that, Queen? The people that are feeling bad for Ukraine are the ones that absolutely feel nothing for Black men when they are shot dead in the streets of America.
Not a damn thing.
But my point was, what they show these, over here in this country, they keep repeatedly showing these pictures of those Black men being hung, that Black man being burnt. You don't remember when you first seen it. They just keep putting that in front of us,
But Queen, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about this. Now, if we put a video up, and let's say it's a police shooting, or we want to show a video in regards to police shooting, what do? The AI will flag your video, right?
Yes.
And talk about violence. But you can go on any given day out on YouTube and click on a police shooting. They don't have any type of restrictions, no age restriction or nothing on them videos. You can watch them videos from start to finish of Walter Scott being shot, of Philando Castile being killed, looking at him gasping his last breath in the front seat of that car he was shot in. We see all of this.
Yeah, yesterday they had they had a video where this pig was coming after this brother, and he was holding his child. And I ain't seen a whole lot of it, but I've seen them come after one of our own, and they don't give a damn if you got a baby in your arms.
Right. But my point is, and I'll let you speak, LVZ, I promise. My point is, when we looked at that propaganda piece he showed right after he spoke to Congress, you saw all kinds of blood and gore. They broadcast that out when it's one of them, and they want you to see how bad it is for people that look like them. They'll show you the blood and gore and everything. But if we say, let's look at the police shooting of this person or that person, oh no, they coming to flag that video. Oh no, you know, the double standards are off the chart.
Oh yeah, I got years ago, I got flagged because I made a joke out of Richard Spencer getting his wig busted by another white boy and stuff.
Yeah.
And they said it was violent content.
Yeah, I remember that.
All over the place. Go ahead, LVZ. You go ahead.
I remember that. I had to do a still shot and a damn skit so I wouldn't get in trouble for the video. And they still age restricted it and took that shit down on the old channel, saying that was violence. Right. I said, no, the violence was the cracker hitting that cracker. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
LVZ, listen to this. I did a video of a black man that went into a Majir grocery store. And there was a white dude, half his age, that was in there shoplifting, had on a whole different colored coat and hat, right? So in the video, you just see the body cam where the cops are confronting this black man. And he was like, how could I have shoplift? I walked in right behind you. coming in, right?
Oh,
do you know they flagged that video and said it was violent? They flagged my video on that. And it was just an interaction between this black man and the police. No violence, no, it was barely cuss words in it. But they flagged it as violent.
Yeah.
I'm white and I say so.
Yeah, you know what? They flagged one that I did, Lisa. I know y'all seen this one years ago. A white girl was stealing out of a Walgreens, and the security was a black guy. He was from another country, and the white people in there was telling him, be careful what you do, be careful. And she was gonna walk up out the store, and as she getting ready to walk out the store, 2 cops was coming in, and she assumed the position to get handcuffed and stuff, and that was flagged as violent content too.
Yeah, there was no violence in that video I put up. None, but they said it was violent and it was flagged. Well, I wanted to kind of dissect the speech. You know, do you have anything else to say, LVZ?
Nah. Go ahead. Let's get on that speech, because there was a few things in there I had a problem with.
Me too. You ain't alone. You know, I was sick of the whole thing from start to finish, to be honest with you. I knew he was going to play on the American stuff, but to be honest with you, I think he brought up the I have a dream, because I think Zelensky probably heard the reaction of black men and women in this country about what happened up at the border. And to be honest with you, I think that's the only reason why he threw that in there.
Yeah.
His ass, look, I told you he read from the white supremacy playbook. It bothered me when he did the I have a dream.
Me too.
Look, he used I have a dream talking about Martin Luther King in a time of war.
Right.
Martin Luther King was against war.
And Dr. Martin Luther King died, you know, that was the civil rights movement. That was not a physical, you know, war between two countries. It was really an inner war within America, though.
I mean, they shot the man in the damn. See, they always bring up I have a dream, but I don't like that shit until they bring. He should have said, I have a need. I have a need not to get shot in the neck like you white supremacists did Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, if he said that, I wouldn't have had a problem. But I mean, look, I want you to think of the irony, ladies. He used Martin Luther King for a war, where Martin Luther King literally was murdered right after he spoke out against a war.
Yes.
True.
So right after the speech, I don't know if y'all saw it. I got a video coming out tomorrow about this. Right after the speech, I think like 20 minutes later, Joe Biden gave his response. And in the response, y'all, Joe Biden is giving them an additional $1 billion. Okay, and you'll see that on my video coming out tomorrow. Joe Biden, right after the speech of Zelensky, more money and military aid, an additional $1 billion on top of the $13.6 billion. Okay, so this is BS. So
yeah, you know what, Lisa? Did you see how Biden was scooting out there with that old man shuffle? He could barely move today.
Yeah, well, see, that's why, you know, he can't even get Saudi Arabia to call his ass. They are refusing Joe Biden's phone calls.
They curbing the shit out of us. Hello, you have reached Ahmed. If this is Joe Biden, eat dick. After the service, say, y'all.
That was so funny.
Yeah, the Amir will call you back if this Joe Biden F you.
Lisa, I'm going to send it to you right now, and I'm also send this link in. I actually got his speech in words, and they break it down. Also, in like different bullet points that he was talking about.
Yeah, but I want us to give our own answers.
Okay.
I mean, it's good that they got their breakdown. We need the black breakdown. That's how I see it. We need the black breakdown.
I still wanted to see it so I can twist it around if I forgot something too. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I'll put it up on the screen, but I want our breakdown of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to send it, and then I can go ahead and share the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Domani Green Beans, thank you for the super chat, and Robert Ross, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. All right, y'all, we gonna dissect this thing, and we're gonna do it in our own way. Rojo, thank you for the super chat. The Bear and Shina done played. Yeah, you know what? Look, y'all, the bottom line is you ain't getting Putin out of there without a war. The U.S. can keep trying to say, oh, we're not going to do this. And if y'all really want that man out of there, that's the only way he coming out of there. He ain't coming out any other way. In fact, now Poland is speaking up because they fear he's coming after Poland next. And y'all remember Poland was another place that turned those Africans away.
Yep.
Yep.
And he just struck them right at their borderline. He killed like 35 Polacks got hit. And if y'all don't know, Polacks racist as shit.
Yeah. LVZ got one that lives next door.
Well, yeah, I no need to tell you. You in New Jersey, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They racist and dirty as shit.
I just send it to you, Lisa, and I send it to you too as well, LVZ.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. Let me look for it now, and then I'll share the screen. All right, hold on. I'm gonna look for it, and then I'll share the screen with it.
All right.
All right. I don't want their breakdown because we know anything they got to say is going to always be pro Ukraine and against Russia. Everything leaning in one direction.
It's a bunch of propaganda.
And it's just like when we pointed out the racism, that blonde hair and blue-eyed crap, and them getting on to you, oh, you're civilized over here. We're civilized. When we pointed out, you notice they don't make no mention of that in U.S. media. But they'll tell you, oh, pray for the Ukraine. Pray for the Ukraine. The bottom line is our days of praying for races, that's not even an option for us anymore. We are so beyond that now, it's not even funny.
When you actually, I'm reading I like how they break this down in this article here, where when he gets to talking about, I have a dream, I have a need. He sounds stupid.
Well, I mean, don't they all?
Yeah.
Don't they all though? All right. I'm going to go ahead. And if all of you, what I will do is I'll put the link in the chat. So anybody that want to look up this article, you can. But I'm going to go ahead also. Here it is. I'm going to also go ahead and share my screen. All right, y'all. Here we go.
Damn, it's like this country then funded out the whole damn thing. I mean, more money.
They didn't fund out everything, Queen. They got tons of money in this country. Tons of money. They just don't want us having any of it.
Yeah, we can't even get a fraction of was due
they
to us.
They got plenty of money and always had plenty of money. Always. All right, y'all. If you can see the screen, please give me a 1. Thank you, Jamal Bey. You know I can count on you. All right. All right, everybody. Here it is. And we're going to talk about certain things in here. Zelensky addressed Congress, just in case any of you missed it. And I did post the Washington Post live on this in my chat the day before. So if you did not get a chance, well, you're about to hear a lot of it now. So Zelensky on, virtually address Congress this morning, and he pretty much pled and pretty much begged for the United States to do more. And Joe Biden sure responded. He gave him another $1 billion, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We be demanding reparations. This man ain't demanding nothing, and he's just getting the money thrown at him. Now, I also want y'all to keep in mind the U.S. ain't the only country giving this man money. He's getting money from places all around the world.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, he's also receiving military equipment.
Yeah,
he's already receiving medical aid. So I mean, you ain't even having to spend anything.
Before it's said and done, he gonna have $1 trillion, y'all. You just watch.
Hold on. I'm sorry, not to cut y'all off, but I'm saying something I don't like. Look, y'all, it's 500 people in here viewing. Smash the damn like. It don't cost you nothing. Mm-hmm. Proceed.
Okay.
And you know what I wanted to point out something real quick too. Look at how he's giving an international speech on the world stage, and look how this fucker is dressed. He got a beard. He got on a t-shirt. I mean, he just looked common.
Look at that. Really is. You know what he was. You know what he was before he was president, right?
Yeah, he was a childhood actor, right?
Yeah, he's an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And when they made a big deal, he danced stiff on Dancing with the Stars and all that stuff. So, that's the kind of stuff they were talking about. Okay, now what he's asking for, and LVZ, since you were in the military, I really want you to dive in here. What he's asking for is a no-fly zone. Now, this man is not a member of NATO. In fact, his country is not the member of anything. So he wants a no-fly zone, and he wants the U.S. to come forward and implement this no-fly zone.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
So basically what you're saying is, if I was still in the Air Force, I had to go to Ukraine because this cocksucker too much of a pussy to put them bitch ass MiG fighters he got, because he has jets. They just ain't putting them in the sky for whatever reason. So, I want people to know that, because I've been studying that about this. I wanted to know the logistics and the range of weaponry they got. What he should be asking
all kinds of weapons. Yeah.
Right. What he should be asking for is nothing more than an Iron Dome system that they got over in Israel. And Israel is closer than us. They should be sending it over there. We should be giving them a sanction, and that's about it, if that's what them white folks want to do. But outside of that, you talking about sending people. Well, I'm worried about the black people who you done shipped all over the world, all over the country, and gave them a bullshit ass salary. Now you gonna put them in the middle of White War III for no other reason than these punks.
That's funny. It's so funny, LVZ.
That's what this shit is. Come on, y'all saw the video I did. That's what that shit is. This is White War III.
Yeah,
just like White War.
I was at that live stream.
Right. Just like White War I, White War II. This is White War III.
But you know what the funny part is, LVZ? Through this whole thing, they keep acting like, oh, well, this doesn't happen over here. This is alien. I know what their damn history is. These people always fought each other.
Exactly. This ain't got shit to do with us. Listen, y'all. All the white wars, look, it was White War I. It was all the white folks and their Chinese white supremacist friends. It wasn't Jamaica. It wasn't Haiti. It wasn't Africa. It was White War II. It was what? It was the Germans and they Japanese friends. It wasn't. It was the Peckerwoods and the Ruskies. It wasn't. It wasn't.
LVZ, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Jamaicans being deported from the UK. This is going on right now.
Right
And
now.
do you know they are asking them same Jamaican people to support Ukraine?
Right.
That's something else.
Get out of here, you bloody nigga. But support Ukraine on your way back to your fucking island, mate.
But you know what?
Get
A lot
your bloody
of
ass
a
out
lot
of
of
our
them
country.
a lot of them want to do it. They want to do it.
I don't. And you know, that's why I got so upset when I heard how them Africans were showing up at the embassy over there, the Ukrainian embassy in Africa, volunteering to go over there. Man, that sent me over the edge. That's why I was so mad on that video.
You know, I was reading some of those articles, like I read articles from overseas. Some of them Negroes over there thinking that when they get over there, they're gonna get the rumors running around where you're gonna get between 3,000 to 7,000 a month. Now they already saying to even fight in their war, you gotta come up with your own $1,000. You gotta provide your own transportation. Your visa gotta be right, and you gotta prove that you got military experience and stuff.
With your helmet and stuff.
And so then you think you're gonna receive 3,000 or 7,000 a month. No, they're gonna put your black ass on the front line. You're gonna take that first bullet.
Your coon ass gonna get shot out your sandals. And they're gonna shoot you right out your sandals. Hey, look, they was throwing your ass off the train, telling you, what my man from Congo say? How will I fight for Ukraine? I'm black.
Yeah.
There's no way. My man said he gonna jump back in the ocean and swim back to Africa. But see, they had no business over there. Look, this is the problem. All the African people, I know people from the diaspora listen to Lisa, and y'all listen to True Roll. Y'all know y'all don't listen to me too much because I be clowning. But listen to what I'm telling y'all. Slum, stop thinking that the white man's education is better than the education you got.
Think his ice is colder.
Right. His water wet. His water is wetter. I mean, this shit is crazy. I mean, seriously, it's people who come over here with degrees in Africa, and them motherfuckers is janitors over here. That shit, they say that it doesn't mean anything, brother. I have to go back to school over here. I said, hold up. But you went to school where you live at? Yes. But they said it means nothing. But if you go from Ukraine to here, that means something?
Yeah.
Why?
The enemy is, like I keep saying, they the same on the four corners of the earth. And they keep talking about, the racism is not as bad. But one thing that I want to add to this that I thought that I really was happy to see when they were trying to board them trains. Okay, I seen Moroccans, I seen Asians, and what other races of people, and they was like stunned that they was getting a true nigga moment too. They was just sitting there like, we getting it too. No, they don't like your ass either.
See, I just put it in the motherfucking chat room. Stop buck dancing and Afro-cooning. Afro-cooning won't save you. It's like cooning. Cooning won't save you. Neither will Afro-cooning.
Okay, so let's get into this. So he issued a message to Joe Biden, because you saw in the speech he referenced Joe Biden a couple of times. So he said, I am addressing President Biden, Zelensky said. You are the leader of your nation. I wish you to be the leader of the world. Now, Joe Biden sucks as a leader. Hey, can you imagine if he was the leader of the world?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, that's how he addressed Biden. Then he added, being the leader of the world means being the leader of peace. Now, from our perspective in this country, have we seen peace for the last 500 years from these folks?
Don't know nothing about
it.
Joe Biden can bring you no peace.
Right, wouldn't the leader of peace mean they shooting Breonna Taylor naked in her house and doing nothing?
Meaning they're shooting our men unarmed out in the streets
and
over
doing
petty
nothing.
stuff, traffic
They-
stops. Nobody should end up dead over a damn traffic stop.
Yeah, get killed in a park bench. Black man sleep, and the pig sitting up there talking about I feared for my life. And then you see now all you seeing is pigs on the witness stand with the waterworks. And I said that shit was gonna happen. I said, watch. You think that white girl will cry? That white boy gonna sit up there and boo-hoo too.
Well, I said that too. I said some of them cry just as much as their women do. Okay, so now he addressed the American people. So he says, ladies and gentlemen, friends, Americans, in your great history, I don't know what history is he talking about? He said American great history. What's the great history here? I'm at a loss too.
I guess he think putting niggas on boats and bringing them over here, whipping the shit out of them and raping them.
I guess
and
that's
then,
great history to him.
Yeah, that's great to him. I guess it was great to him. Look, have niggas drinking from fucked up water fountains and beating them upside the head and have John Lewis talk about that blood I spilled on that blood just fell.
No, LVZ, that's good Trevor.
That's good. when I got beat upside the head and knocked damn near blind, that was good trouble. Well, I want to get some bad trouble. Fuck that.
I know, right?
What the fuck? What history is he talking? He's talking about segregation.
He said you're in your great history talking to Americans, and then he said,
"Is he talking about the crime bill?
I don't know, or the mass incarceration, or the crack epidemic. I don't know.
Right? What opioid epidemic right now?
Yeah." And then he said, you have pages that would allow you to understand Ukrainians. Understand us right now. When we need you right now, he said. Now, this is where he gets into what we are talking about. Remember Pearl Harbor? Terrible morning of December 7th, 1941, when your sky was black from the planes attacking you. Just remember it. That's what he said. Okay. Then he said 9/11, 2001, calling it a terrible day when independent territories were turned into battlefields and when innocent people were attacked from the air.
You know what I remember about both of those incidents? Wasn't too many niggas there. Just like it's gonna be.
Yeah, but wasn't it Pearl Harbor where a black military man said he saw those planes coming and they wouldn't believe him?
I about to say what they tell him, nigga, shut up. See? And like I said, it wasn't too many niggas there, especially niggas like me. So just like Pearl Harbor and 9/11, I'm not gonna be there. And I don't know what to tell you, Jack. You better get your bars up.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. So, it's just amazing. So I guess he figured if he references things that happened in American history, then that's the way you get to Americans.
Lisa, when he said that, you know what I said? But what about black on black crime?
Yeah, right.
I got worried about all this black on black crime.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Y'all, we can't worry about Ukraine. We got to worry about all this black on black crime. Ain't that what they said?
Right. But see, that's the reason why many of us are just not feeling it. You can't spend a lifetime insulting us and then expecting us to feel your pain. But some of these people think that's a given. We should just do it. And me, that's not a given.
Yeah, to me, he sound the overall body of the speech. He sound very ungrateful, and this dude is not educated at all. Like I said, even his appearance don't even come off as leadership. leadership.
Hey, hold up, ladies. I forgot that. Thank you. Let me go back to him because she did remind me. Cheryl Easy said it best. Shit, they bombed the movement. You ain't say shit about that. They
No.
bombed Tulsa. You ain't say a fucking thing about that.
Right.
Dude.
And they act like we have not experienced those things over here. You bombed those places and ran people out of their homes, having their kids running in the streets and everything.
I'm about to say, look, Ukraine, they need to treat y'all equally. Y'all getting 8 billion. We ain't get shit. Y'all niggas supposed to get ignored just like we got ignored.
Yeah, right? But you know, when it comes down to prayers, they sure want our attention. All right. So invoking Martin Luther King Jr., Zelensky said, I have a dream. And I knew as soon as I heard that come from him, I said, I know my people is listening to this part. I know it. Lord. I know it. These words are known to each of you. Yeah, because you overuse it. It's the ways of white supremacy these days.
I figure that damn show is known. That's really the only fucking thing they know in the content of character.
Right. And they want to speak those words, but don't want to live those words. That's the big difference. So today I can say I have a need to protect our skies. I need your decision, your help, which means exactly the same, he said. The same you feel when you hear the words, I have a dream.
I want to roll a J.
He pulled that one out of his ass, but y'all go right ahead and tell me.
I was about to say, he didn't think that through when he said that, did he, True Roll? Because I immediately rolled the J and looked for my pistol. I wanted to shoot his ass myself. I said, Putin might send me some money because I want to go get this white man. Fuck you talk about Martin Luther King in the middle of the fucking war for.
Well, screw him saying something when you treated them Africans so bad. Well, what kind of dream did you have? You had a dream that Africans couldn't get on the trains and buses there?
I have a dream that the niggers will make their own underground railroad. They will not ride my overground railroad.
Yeah, because you know what's deep when Lisa read going back over to read the words, he doesn't articulate himself well at all. I mean, okay, you just threw out, I have a dream and I have a need. Well, your needs are being met, but you sound like that ain't enough for you. You just, he just, like I said.
His speech came off kind of beggy to me.
Yeah.
It did. It felt like it was a lot of begging.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they just was clapping for him. And this was the funny part, right? The whole time they was clapping for him, I was thinking of all the other people through history that white folks over here clap for and let get killed. I said, yeah, they clapping for your ass, but I bet you they ain't gonna send one ship over that motherfucker because they don't want no problems. The United States don't want no problems with Russia.
Plus, United States got old crap in compared to Russia. Russia got those hypersonic.
They dealing with the
hypersonic missiles, and they are way more advanced than the U.S. when it comes down to rocket technology. They've been around for 1,000 years.
Well, they learned how they got their shit from the Chinese. The Chinese
remember. Yeah, not all LVZ. They also got a lot of that technology from them German Nazi scientists that they kidnapped. Remember, the Russians kidnapped all them German scientists.
They only got the ones we didn't get.
Well, yeah, and they got them. They advanced them even further in their rocket technology.
Yeah, they do got good technology, truly, but trust me. The Peckerwoods over here kidnapped all the right ones first. Trust me. You think about it. All them Nazis they finding in U.S. friendly countries. Cause we hid them.
Yeah.
We hid.
Yeah, and South America also hid them too.
Yeah, Lisa, how they get there? The countries that we trading cocaine with. We hit them.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
we hit them motherfuckers. Lisa, why you think we got MX missiles, all types of shit that can knock? We got shit, I know. We got shit that can knock missiles out the sky. We
Yeah.
got missiles to shoot.
All right. LVZ, you still there?
Did he get okay?
I think he might have got cut off.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. He speaking too much truth, huh?
Yeah, I guess
LVZ,
that was
you there?
that said that nigga was talking too much. Cut the nigga. Cut him down, Bob. Bob, the nigga is spilling the beans.
Yeah,
The
right.
black eyed peas are boiling. That's the code word when I'm talking too much about the military industrial complex. The black eyed peas are boiling.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to some more of what he said. He said also, is this a lot to ask for to create a no-fly zone over Ukraine to save people? Is this too much to ask? A humanitarian no-fly zone, something that Ukraine, that Russia would not be able to terrorize our free cities, Zelensky pleaded. But let me tell y'all something. I heard Putin probably about 2 weeks ago. Putin said he ain't abiding by no-fly zone. Am I the only one that heard this from Putin? I heard it.
No, that's what I keep saying. He keeps saying he want them to do a no-fly zone. No, what he really asking for is for us to have a jet fight like this Top Gun, because Russia is coming over there.
You know what, Lisa? What gets me? That sounds a word that you use often, Lisa. That sounds quite whiny. I need protection to protect our skies. I need your help, which means, motherfucker, you getting help. You don't have to drop a grunion out. This country is fully funding this war.
Yes, they are.
And like you said, he's getting help other places, and you're bitching and whining to who?
Right.
You know
what he really saying it. You know what it sound like he's saying, True or Lisa? This is what it sound like he's saying. Give me the niggas the reparations money. Fuck them. We have to fight another group of white people. That's what it sound like he's saying.
All right. So he goes on to say, if this is too much to ask, we offer an alternative, Zelensky said, calling for powerful, strong air systems to protect our people, our freedom, our land.
Iron Dome.
And you know that they exist, and you know, and you have them, but they are on Earth, he said. Not in Ukraine, not in the Ukrainian sky. They do not defend our people. So what he's saying is they got stuff over there, but their stuff is not really that good. Okay.
They run around here with motherfucking muskets and shit.
So to me, with sending all that damn money, sending all that military equipment for, so what's the purpose for the damn money then? You know, and this country is they're even training them to use the shit.
Well, I got an article, but I never did, and it said the U.S. had planned to train the Ukrainians in guerrilla warfare, and then at the last second they pulled out and said they didn't want to do it.
Lord, you know, Lisa,
if I can find the article, I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see it. But I didn't do the article, but that article came out. They were going to send people over, military people, into Ukraine and train them on guerrilla warfare.
Well, Lisa, I'm just going to be a little bit off topic. I got to say this. We need Herschel Walker here because it ain't no gorillas. I just gotta say it. You know, we need Herschel to, help us with this. There ain't no gorillas.
Put a
Dumbass.
Hershey.
Well, I mean, hey, I think if we're gonna send Negroes over there, we need to get Candace Owens out there on the front line.
Yeah, we need to get her out.
Yeah,
She
she
can
can
be out
Brandon
there
Taylor.
first.
Yeah, she
Brandon Taylor.
with her double knee pads.
Right. Jesse Lee Peterson. Or who else? Fresh and Fit. I got a group of Negroes we can send over there.
LVZ, you can create a hell of a army to send them coons over there. Boy, they
Kwame Brown. Tammy
Kwame Brown. Damn.
Yeah, Kwame Brown and this big goofy ass over there.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Now, I don't know if he's gonna be. We can't give him a gun. You know he's gonna miss every shot.
But he's too damn cockeyed with them.
You can't give him a gun. He gonna miss all his shots.
Them braids is too tight on his head. But what I'm not understanding is what do he mean? Like I said, he comes off whining because in here he's talking about he needing new sanctions. And Putin, and the sanctions that they're putting on Putin, Putin is demonstrating he don't give a fuck.
You're not going to get him out there with sanctions. Like I said, the only way to get Putin out is a war. You're not getting him out any other way. Let me just tell you, he ain't getting out of there any other way. So Joe Biden and them sanctions, I think that man he ain't even paying attention to that crap.
He just, oh wow, that it just lets you know he just slow. Real, I mean, he been hit upside the head way too much.
Ain't
Wow,
that the truth?
No.
You know, like people, some people don't even realize any companies, American companies, like, and I'm meaning like McDonald's, KFC, Starbucks, all them people that are not working, they're getting paid by this country. Who do that? Because that wouldn't happen to us.
You know.
Here you go, y'all. You see what that says? Yes. White House axed plan to train Ukrainians in guerrilla warfare, fearing it may provoke Russia. So they think if they go over there and train them in guerrilla warfare, it will kick off World War III. Well, so they backed off of the plans.
Some people don't know what guerrilla warfare mean. That's when the body count go up, because now that's literally like going into a man's backyard, and you know your terrain better than the enemy coming over into your backyard. That's when people drop. Yeah, as long as they dropping bombs from the sky, it's fine. But I know Putin not going to do it. Part of the Geneva agreement is you're not supposed to bomb hospitals, trains.
Yeah, but they have.
The Geneva Conventions. Violate the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, but they already have. They done got a children's hospital, a maternity ward. Putin is just bombing everything.
Yeah, he don't give a damn.
On everything.
Electrical grids. It's a lot of things in that Geneva commitment, but it's a lesson to the enemy. This is not our war. This is, like you told me the other day, Lisa, that's their cousins.
Yeah. Fuck, I look like coming in your house breaking up y'all fight. That's y'all.
You know what I'm thinking, LVZ? That's like in the hood, Ray and Pookie fighting. They cousins. You stay out of that shit, because they're going to turn around with your ass.
Yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse need to take his hot ass over there.
Let him go.
Put him on the front line for real. Boy, you know what? He'll have some true ass tears.
Tears. But you look, if you put any of these folks that are all empowered over here, they would crumble fast. Even if you put these old gun-toting police officers, they wouldn't last long on the front line.
and send his mama.
And that's why they got laws and everything in place to keep them so heavily protected. That's why they're so emboldened over here.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, if you put them in those situations where somebody could shoot them right back, they would crumble fast.
Well, Lisa, you seeing something so deep. Remember that white supremacist was doing all that talking, when that white boy ran that car and ended up killing that white girl. Well, and that Antifa group, that little one of those dudes they had interviewed, because he came off real aggressive towards the sister that was interviewing him, and his ass, they didn't even point a gun at him. Just him knowing that he was gonna get arrested, the waterworks turned on. He was boo-hooing. First, he was showing all the guns that he had, and he was big and bad and all of that. And I was like, look at this weak motherfucker. I thought you was Billy Badass. See, when it affects their immediate situation, I keep seeing their true nature come up. The bitch comes out. I don't understand, like these pigs here. You got your guns, you got your tasers, you got on your vest, you got everything you need, and you fear for your life, and you scared.
They don't fear for their life, Queen.
No, they don't.
Let me tell you something. They never feared for their life. That is just a way to get out of killing us in court. That's for the courts. That's really what that's for. It's not for anything else. They ain't in fear of nothing. They know the way of getting away with murder when it comes down to us is saying that phrase.
They bad. The cracker always acting. You be looking at TV with the cracker. The cracker acting. It'll still have people crying and sitting there in tears. It's just what it is. But I think we do. What Paul Mooney say? And then they'll faint on your ass. Just fall out. Just anything. So don't worry about the Peckerwood. That's what they're gonna do. But it sounds like y'all said, this cracker over there, this Ukrainian cracker, so we're gonna call him a Ukracker, is over there getting his ass whooped by his Russian cousin. And Putin ain't stupid. He looking at the news over here and he say, the brothers don't have the USA back. They don't want any smoke. So he talking big shit now. Putin like, y'all don't really want no smoke. So he gonna go smack the Ukrainian around, and he gonna have to hold his own nuts, from what I know.
Well, I want to, if you don't mind, Lisa, I want to read just one little portion where they said we need new alliances, and he says in here, today the people do not have such tools to institute such protection to protect us from war, but they unfortunately do not work. We need new alliances, and we offer them.
Yeah, but the only reason why he's saying that, Queen, is because they're not part of NATO. So he really technically don't have any country backing him that will physically go in there and help them fight. They're not part of NATO. So no country really have to take a risk and go in there at all.
Oh, okay. Because he's talking about here, provide all the necessary assistance in 24 hours, weapons if necessary, sanctions if necessary, humanitarian support, finances, everything you need to keep the peace, and quickly to save the world, to save life.
Right.
Damn.
He's not part of any any group like NATO.
How they get themselves in that? How they get themselves in that kind of damn position?
Well, fucking with them Russians.
Woo!
They're not innocent in this whole thing. Don't believe they are. They're not.
Hell nah.
They ain't innocent in this mess.
They the manipulate. They white people. And what are white people famous for? Playing both sides of the argument. That's all Putin. Putin a white supremacist too. He just know that he can take advantage of the white supremacy over here. See, what people don't understand about them folks over there, like Lisa was leading up to earlier, and like you was leading up to earlier, True World. People think that those white people over there are nicer, when no, they just don't got nobody to be racist to, because the only people they're around is each other. But when they get a chance,
Now, remember, was it you, LVZ, that brought up the Derek Chauvin sign, free Derek Chauvin signs over there in the Ukraine?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was 3 weeks before the war.
It was 3 weeks before the war.
Wow.
At a soccer game.
And they had a big sign, those Ukrainians, free Derek Chauvin. Sure did.
And those people, shouts out to Professor Black Truth, those people are a part of the organized military. They were militias.
Which are neo-Nazis.
Yeah, the militias who were neo-Nazis, Zelensky let them be in the regular army. He's supposed to be a Jew, and he let neo-Nazis. So that lets you know it's not really much difference.
No. And you know what? Somebody actually wrote that on one of my videos. They were like, how could Zelensky be for neo-Nazis? He's a Jew. I was like, get out of here with that mess. So what are you saying? Y'all can't be racist? Y'all can't agree with races? Okay, come on.
Wow.
Ain't buying it.
Who do he think set up most of the Jews to go into internment camps that eventually got killed? It was other Jews.
Lord.
I mean, some of these people, man, yeah.
He's not well versed in his history at all.
Well, most of them aren't, Queen. When you listen to the majority of them, most of them aren't. You know, but it makes you laugh because they're very selective in the kind of history they want to talk about. Now, how do you talk about bombing, you know, Russians bombing the Ukraine without talking about the U.S. government, the U.S., you know, where people got in military planes and flew over Black Wall Street and bombed it? So when they talk about, oh, these people got bombed out of their homes, out of where they live, what, you did that to them?
Yeah.
Didn't you do that to those folks? They had homes and they were living and working and had their own businesses. They weren't bothering people, but you went in there and you bombed them and ran them out of their homes.
Okay, so again, like I said in the first part of this live stream, I keep talking about the enemy's nature, and what get on my fucking nerves is because they speak with an unquote accent, they supposed to be so fucking different. I get tired of people thinking they're so different because they like the way they speak.
Well, shit.
Their nature.
We're telling Tyrone, the first motherfuckers that put you on the boat spoke with an accent. Hey, get on that boat before I wax your ass. Yeah, they didn't talk like they talk now. You got to realize those were English and British settlers. So those people had an accent. That shit don't make no difference. Look, it's just
some motherfuckers were colonizers.
Right, the first colonizers. Like our grades say, Lisa, like I always was taught, they say don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes. I just say don't fire till you see the whites.
I like that.
Well, I don't see. After he gave the speech, this is my synopsis, okay? I still don't see what that got to do with us. Okay. Now, can we just ignore this? No, because potentially our family members and people that we know that are in the military could eventually end up over there fighting. And look at how much they're giving away. And we can't say we're unaffected by the war when you're paying so much at the pump now. I mean, everybody is feeling that pain up at the pump. So,
right.
Yeah, you can't entirely ignore this thing.
Yeah. But hold on. Did you see the thing today that oil prices went down to $95 a barrel?
I seen it this morning. Yes, I did.
Which means the gas is supposed to be $3.60. The oil companies, the gas companies is just hiking it because they want to pimp us out of money. They trying to use this as an excuse. Say, oh, well, it's this war. We don't get none of the gas from there, dickhead.
No.
We don't get no gas from there.
That's why it makes no sense that the prices are where they are. We can't be that impacted by Russian oil or gas because we were never getting a lot of it in the first place.
And see, the thing is, this is where white folks in this country is getting pissed literally every millisecond because it's affecting their bag, you know. And they you know, a lot of people are slow. They're realizing, oh, the government don't care about me. So that'll bring up the prices of food and everything. This is the side effects of they shit in a dying system. The side effects of this. You getting it too. They don't have Jim
and those sanctions, and thank you for bringing that up, Queen. The sanctions that are going on Russia, a lot of those sanctions are going to have a backlash on the US economy as well. You know, they're not thinking this stuff clearly, but then again, what do they think clearly? But it's going to, some of that backlash is going to fall on America.
Yeah, people are,
it's like every day we wake up and Joe Biden got some more sanctions.
Yeah, and
every day.
See, then it goes how to see, like I was saying, look at this country, and it literally became a dictatorship, but it's like a damn python squeezing the fuck out of you. We dealing with COVID, everything, and one up, and it's like you can't even get a breather. Because I was sharing with Lisa.
Oh, let me just say this, Queen. Thank you for bringing that up too. I had a subscriber, I'm not going to say your name, that got upset with me because I would not talk about the Jap scene. On YouTube, we can't talk about the Jap scene. And I really don't know what you sent that to me for. It makes no sense. I mean, that's been a known thing now for what? Since about a year? We can't talk about
good, bad, or indifferent. About that. You can't say nothing good.
Upset with me.
Yeah.
Right. So you getting upset with me is just silly.
Yeah, Slim. I can't say you can't even repeat what they say on TV about it.
Right.
If you do that, which I did, you will get a strike and your video taken down.
Right. So I can't. So please don't write me anymore talking about why didn't I do this and you said this and it's all about the
let me speak to Onika real quickly. Onika, that cocksucker trolls my channel. He just keeps making different profiles. Lisa blocks Roberto Suarez, that mutt. He continues to harass and troll channels with black people because he's in there rapping his little fajita with motherfucking, he putting a little chihuahua on his bones. And the chihuahua don't know what's going on. He in there raping his chihuahua and he can't do nothing but watch black men and black content. So I'm sorry, sweetheart. We just gotta keep blocking this little mutt ass.
She got the rent.
Smelly
and
bastard.
But you know what else would he be doing with his life if he wasn't over here?
Exactly.
Trolls.
Exactly. I mean, you really gotta think about it.
You left out one key thing, LVZ, in his mama's basement or garage.
Right. You in man, his mother don't even let him live in the garage.
He ain't even worthy of that, huh?
You know, he got to be on here because he has no game with the women. So the internet that is his woman. The internet
with that jar of Vaseline that he get from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, with a face full of zits.
Child.
All them eating all that fried red beans and rice every day. Got the face full of zits.
You know, times is hard. A prostitute would just pass that up and say, you know, bye.
No bullshit. Give him his money back. Look, you know you a piece of shit. Your mama don't let you live in the basement, and you live in the shed. You sleeping next to the garden weasel and a weed whacker out there trolling on your cell phone. Fuck out of here.
And then what he do is
that weed whacker is his woman.
And then
Yeah,
what he do is when his mama go to sleep at night, he be slithering through the house, stealing food and shit.
yeah, like a little roach and shit out there taking. Look, True Rose stealing tortillas and salsa and sugar, stealing shit that just stealing a bunch of shit that don't make sense. It's not. I know it's that stupito. That's what she call you, little stupito, because you're an idiot.
You know what that made me think of? You remember that commercial they had years ago where this white boy is in his room. He grown as fuck, and he in there with his partners, and his mother is like hollering, like, "What's going on up there? Oh, mom, I got a job interview next week." In there, they in there just smoking and smoking. You know, that's that kind of sucker. Grown with children, but still in his mama house.
He ain't in his mama's house. He in his mama's backyard in the shed. He don't even got a twin bed. They got a hammock. They done hung it up on 2 toolboxes. This motherfucker sleeping on 2 toolboxes. Fuck out of here. Get your life right. Get your life right. You ain't supposed to be on the internet. Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all too stupid and pathetic to be on the internet. Well, let me tell you, because we're in this new PC world where you can't say, look, you're a loser. Well, fuck, I don't live in that world. You're a loser. Get off the internet.
Mark Soul McGee, thank you for the super sticker. You know, they're so rotten, y'all, that a lot of times there are people that give, and you may, wonder why I shout out some names and not others. I'll go on the playback and I'll see people that gave and it didn't even show up on my screen.
Yeah.
So I know they're playing all kinds of games. Yeah, it happens almost all the time.
Lisa, you know what they did to me? You know how the people that you're subscribed to, you can look on the left-hand side of your screen and you can see who's doing lives or whatever. You're not even there today. At all. I had to manually put you in. I couldn't even click on that.
Yeah,
stuff.
They play all kinds of games, and quite frankly, I would prefer a Cash App over, YouTube anyway.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, because some people do send donations, and like I'll go check my Cash App or something. I'll be like, damn, I didn't even get a chance to thank them or anything.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it. So it ain't like we out here ignoring you. They just be doing all the most with us.
That's why, because I had one person and she was like, didn't you see that I gave? And I saw it on the playback. I mean, I did thank her when she pointed it out, but I did not physically see it on the screen. And I know that's being done on purpose.
I was about to say, people do not get mad. Listen, LVZ NBA Talk is my main channel. Y'all be asking all the time how to find me. Y'all see me typing in here on my LVZ channel. They won't let me come on the bigger channel, Elisa, using that profile. Lisa didn't block me. I'm a moderator. They won't let me type. Trust me. It's shit going on this channel with us.
Yeah. Big time.
That's why we ain't seeing KD that much, because I mean they've been messing with him big time. I have to have him on speakerphone sometimes. I'll send him the link and you'll see him there gone. I mean, and he thought it was his phone and stuff, and he said, "Oh, I'm all good." And I said, "Well, let's just have our little backup plan." And it keep happening to him quite often. And
Sawa Yisrael, I interviewed him a couple of years back, and he couldn't get on my panel. He could not get on my panel. I sent him the link and everything. He could not get on. So I ended up doing that whole interview with him on speakerphone.
Thank you, Joy, today, forever.
For the super sticker.
Now I just
and
learned,
Danielle Meyer, thank you also for the super chat.
Now I just learned something. The only JS said I can only comment on True Royal's backup YouTube channel. See, that type of shit. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I got Danielle Meyer. She said I can't give on your main channel, Miss Lisa. I believe that. They're always
Yeah.
messing with us. And
Yeah.
Larry, Carnell, Melchizedek, Priesthood, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Yeah, I mean, they're doing all kinds of stuff to us. And I think sometimes our people take offense and you don't realize it's not us doing these things.
Yeah, because that's why I be repeating myself a lot. I be saying, come on, slow down and think. You ain't had no words with any of us there, and we don't get down like that. We're pretty consistent, you know. Our channels are not messy. You know, we don't sit up here and put our supporters on blast and embarrass them. And even though they've been supporting you and stuff, I mean, there's some bloggers out here that are quite nasty and they don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
Donna Sharif, thank you so much for the super sticker, and M400 2019, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, so you know, y'all just understand it's not us. It's not us doing these things.
And I want y'all to understand, they hate us because we love y'all, and they hate us because y'all love us. So I could deal with all of that shit. Y'all remember that. I'm gonna deal with all of it.
If you got a channel where you repeatedly disrespect Black men, your channel, trust and believe, will not be bothered at all.
It won't be touched. It sure won't. I mean, you got longevity out here as long as you're talking bad about Black men.
Lisa, tell them that story you told before. Tell them that story you told before, where this woman a sister did an experiment with the white supremacists and got all that money.
Oh, yeah. This had to be quite a few years ago. It was a Black woman, and she was, you know, talking about the struggles of Black people. Well, she decided to change her platform to going against Black people just as an experiment, okay, to see what would happen. When she started talking bad about the Black community, it drew the white supremacists in. They were throwing money down. She ended up getting well over $150,000 in just 1 month of talking bad about Black folk. Well, she eventually flipped and said, I was just doing that as an experiment to see what would happen if I talk bad about Black people. And she said, and all of you that gave me money, you ain't getting nothing back. I was screaming.
Shit, that was better than trying to play the lottery or something.
That's what happened. And she wasn't even serious. She was just experimenting to see what would happen. And YouTube didn't flag none of them videos that she was talking bad about Black folk. Nothing got flagged. So you got a channel talking trash about Black men, talking trash about Black women. You are safe on YouTube. Just know that.
That's why they so-called love Candace Owens. They said that I ain't gonna listen to it. She did an epic rant on Jesse Smollett. Boy, I cannot wait till the day she get her nigga moment.
Yeah,
it's already written in stone for her ass. And stuff. She feel like she untouchable.
Byron B, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, she thinks she's untouchable, but you know what? Yeah, her day's coming. Because quite a few times those people that she loved have turned on her, but a couple of times out there on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know?
See, and look, ain't this a bitch? I'm banned from Twitter for life like Donald Trump, y'all. Hey, look, I wear that shit like a badge of honor. I look, people be like, look, because this is the new thing now, I guess. When you meet people, they're like, are you on Instagram? I was like, bust out like shorty.
Wait. Kevin X wrote, Kevin Samuels is telling the truth. Yeah, but on those channels where Black men are getting dragged, people are saying they're telling the truth too.
Right, fuck Kevin Samuels.
I'm serious. On those channels where Black men are getting dragged, people are saying the same thing. They're saying they're telling the truth about Black men.
Right, no, Kevin Samuels just a nigga. I think he gay, but Kevin Samuels just a nigga that had bad runs. He should be, if he knew so much about women, why couldn't he pick the right one instead of just sitting there bitching? I mean, I don't think we got time to be bitching about you had a bad relationship. No, nigga, that's something you need to work out. You need to work that out with you. We ain't got time for that old emotional moist shit. So all you emu niggas, all you Kanye West ass niggas, y'all niggas go ahead and move to the side, man. Real niggas know you brush that shit off and move forward, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Kevin has lied about anything, but I'm just saying there are channels out there that drag black men in the same manner that he's dragging black women.
Right, and I don't dig that
shit. Saying.
I don't dig that shit. I mean, nigga, you got that kind of time the way the white man whooping on our ass, nigga? That's the kind of time you got.
But you know,
white man whooping on our ass.
And both sides are claiming they're telling the truth. The channels that are trashing black men are saying they're telling the truth, and the ones that are trashing black women say they are telling the truth.
You know, one thing is,
but what are you doing for the community at the end of the day?
Right, I don't give a damn about some nigga talk about he was married. Nigga, I was married. Google that. Eat a dick. And nobody cares. He was married. Again, I'm not giving you marriage advice because mine didn't work. And I'm telling you, don't take none from a nigga whose shit didn't work. Shit. Some of y'all niggas just need to you know what it is? Hold on, my bad. Because I need to talk to some of these niggas. Some of you niggas is just game goofy. You niggas weak. You had one girlfriend. You don't know how to talk to girls. She broke your motherfucking heart, and the internet was your salvation. This your salvation. Well, guess what? The difference between me and you is my life is real. I use the internet to reach people. I use the internet to find like-minded people. I use the internet to try to be my people's inspiration. I will never use the internet to sit here to bash our people or cause an internal conflict that we don't fucking need.
Right. But see, I don't allow that over here. And believe me, I've had black women. If I'll say something about a black man, all F black men, all they do is this and this and complain about black women. F them. I don't care about them. And then when I do a video, maybe on a black woman and something happens, oh, that's what you black women get. That's what you get. I get both sides.
Yeah, you do.
But I try not to let too much of that go on because that's not what my channel is for.
I
don't want that here.
Yeah, because you show respect, love and respect to black men. It's a problem. But see, the thing is, those toxic channels that, because there's one in particular we know about, blame black men for every single thing. Then your channel, people don't take you serious, and you become a caricature, and people just go over there, and you're nothing more than a form of entertainment at the end of the day. You know,
and then you moist ass niggas, what it is you niggas is bitches. I'm just gonna say it like a nigga. You didn't have a father to talk to you like this, so let me talk to you the way my father would have talked to your ass. Nigga, stop acting like a bitch. Man up. You win some, you lose some. Your job, if you had a kid with the lady, is to take care of your kid and do the best by them that you can. No fucking excuses. If you don't got no kids and y'all broke up, move the fuck on. Ain't really nothing happened. You was the same way you was before you got married. You soft ass, broken wing ass niggas.
Right, LVZ, that's the same thing with these women. Many of them had a bad relationship or two. So now all black men ain't no good. All black men's ain't no good.
Yeah, no, just the niggas you pick ain't no good. And you need to figure out what's wrong with your no good ass. That you keep picking no good niggas. Or look, they be lying, right? Because a lot of times they say black men I mess with wasn't no good. Then you go see that after that nigga left her, like Halle Berry, He was like David Justice. He got married with a kid for 31 years after he left your crazy ass. So no, it wasn't nothing wrong with that black man. You should figure out what was wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. And you know, they find it hard to believe that women that speak strongly, like me and Lisa, that we are married, we're happily married. And my husband is listening in the car, so I'm gonna put you on the spot, Mr. Santana. Today is our anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
24 years of marriage. I love you. I love you, Omari.
And the thing is, there are many out here that got relationships that are working. But the sad part is the ones that get the biggest spotlights are the ones that feel slighted. And you act like there is no life beyond that failed relationship. That's what I don't get with many of you. You act like there's no life beyond that.
Yeah.
All you Kanye West ass niggas, man, the fuck, she took my baby. Well, why? Because my brother, she got my baby, motherfucker. Well, why am I sitting here? I done got custody of every damn child I done produced. Shit, I ain't got custody of stepchildren. Now you explain to me why the fuck you paying child support and I ain't never have to do it. And
wait a minute, LVZ. Let's take it a step further. Your granddaughter. You babysit your granddaughter now.
Right.
And how I want to put it, because I don't want to mess it up. It tells a lot about you, because that relationship did not work out, but somebody think enough of you that they're comfortable with that baby being over there where you watch that baby. A lot of people don't realize this man is a single parent black man. He has a lot of responsibility. So the way we talk sometimes, you don't know our lives behind the scene. My husband encouraged me to put these videos out. He encouraged me. All right.
Right.
You know, our life ain't wrapped up in YouTube like that, heavily like that. We do have a damn life.
And most of the people we talk to have a life. It's just these few weirdos we got. And the few weirdos that we got, we love you. We understand it's okay to be eccentric. But what we're telling you is constructive criticism. Once you get off of this live, get your monkey ass out. It's 71 degrees in the DMV. After we get off the live, right? After we get off the live, we going down the harbor. You might catch me walking around. That don't mean walk up to me. You might get shot. What I'm saying is go enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I done seen you take your son to school. I done seen you pick your son up.
Picking up his granddaughter and taking her for a few days
at the grocery store, all that shit. He's still.
And that's what I'm saying. And then you got these big ass niggas sitting up here on the YouTube. Man, she done took my child from me. See these black women. No, nigga. What it was you wasn't shit. You was a nigga that bought an outfit over once every 2 years and thought that was being a father. And she realized, well, goddamn, I ain't got time to be breaking this boy heart, waiting for you to be a father. Fuck this idiot. I'm going to go do my own thing. She found the man who was really about to be about her and the kid, and your monkey ass got X'd out. Boo-hoo, too bad for you.
Yep, you're right about that.
But you know what's funny? Some of these incidents do turn out to be funny. Somebody sent me, and I can't remember, forgive me that I don't remember who sent me. They sent me a video on that Brittany Renner, and she's now on video saying she can't get a date nowhere. Well, look at the way you were with PJ all over the damn internet. You just dumped him, and I think she's up there whining because no man will touch her ass now.
You damn right. Who want to do that after this man?
Wow.
He looked like the world's biggest simp fucking with you. Nobody else wants that tag. Kanye is beating them out now. But, man, yeah. What's wrong with these people?
They bitter. And it comes all out on world stage. Like I said, I am so done hearing beta male simp, beta male simp, beta male simp.
No, they done
beta
beat
male
that in the
simp.
ground, didn't they?
Oh Lord.
Oh man, talk about beating a phrase in the ground. That
Mhm.
one is beating the hell out.
And you know
Right.
what? You'll push that, you'll dry that in the ground so bad, and Yahweh will put something on your tail, you know, and then you get knocked up by a beta male simp. I'm just saying.
Hey, street nasty, that's still man shit, man. That's still man shit. You admit it right there. Look, I should have listened to my mother. I'd have paid child support. Shit ain't worked the way I wanted it to, but I should have listened to my mother. That's man shit, man. That's the type of shit I like to hear brothers say. Don't sit there, man, I'm on child support. Nigga, why? Because I ain't no better than you. Look, my father, I keep telling people, man, my dad had 6 of us, about 4 different women, and never paid child support. You know why? Because when a motherfucker paying half the rent where he don't live at, helping you buy groceries, giving the kid, helping you buy groceries, buying the kids clothes, taking us to the movies, and all of that. Why you going for child support? They not gonna make them do that.
Right. Thank you, Mark Soul McGee. And you know, and some of these women, because I've heard them out here, how men don't stay in their children's life. My father was in my life. My father was in my life. My father did crazy shit with me. We would, if I went out riding on the bike, my dad would get out and ride on the bike with me. You know? If I was just hanging out in the backyard, my dad would come out and hang out in the backyard with. See, he was that kind of father. He was really there, and he made sure he was a real presence in my life. And let me tell you, my father would kill your ass over me. He would. Even if I was at fault over shit, if somebody came at me, he would never back down. My father would kill for me. That's the kind of father he was.
Yeah, my channel, y'all, all I do is talk about my father. I didn't realize after he passed that he was my master teacher. He really taught me about this system. You know, he really did. He really taught me about this system. And one more thing I want to add, because some people know and some people don't know. When I got married, I already had 4 children. Me and my husband don't have children. And like I said, we've been married 23 years. All right. So I'm just letting sisters know, don't let nobody put that in your head because you got children that you're not on the market. All right.
No. In fact, sometimes after you get married, people think you're still on the market because that happened to me.
Lord.
They still think you're on the damn market.
Oh yeah, I still get that to this day.
But you know, all relationships are not bad, y'all. I mean, if you listen to some of these channels on the internet, you would think every relationship out here between a black man and a black woman is bad. And that is definitely the furthest thing from the truth. Yeah. Most of my closest friends had their mother and father in their life. It really wasn't that many. I had a few friends that just had, you know, a single mother, but the majority of my friends when I was growing up, their mother and their father were in the household, or if they were divorced, that father was there every week picking them up and spending time with them, you know, and that's how it was.
Well, you know, most black men that I know are very domesticated. I mean, they can do it all in the household with the best of them.
And you can't, and LVZ know this, you can't tell no black man nothing when it comes down to grilling food. Nobody can grill food better than a black man. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody can throw down on that grill better than a black man.
Yep, you're right, Lisa. We got 4 grills back there.
I love to hear shit like what I just saying. Nigga talk about, I ain't raising nobody else's kids. I'm sorry. Dumbass. My brother was murdered in 2007. I had to raise his kids. That's somebody else's kid. It's what it's called being a man. See, when you get over your little bullshit ass me complex and you realize that, God damn it, I gotta take care of the village, not just my individual huddle. You realize that it is my responsibility sometimes to raise other people's kids. Just like when I go outside, it ain't my responsibility to teach the other kids how to throw the ball, but they out here with my son playing football. It would be better for him and more beneficial if I do teach them all how to throw and catch the football.
Yeah,
Correct?
Brother Sly just said it. I said it's the village at the end of the day.
So,
I often say we only thing we have is mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters. All that other extra
and always be it. And just to add with LVZ, don't be pushing children away, especially the ones that are yours or your blood and your family, because one day all of us are going to be elderly, and it is very notorious for the people that push children away when they're young and all out there. When as soon as something goes wrong physically with you, you want them same kids to be there, and they're not going to be there for you. I've
seen that in my family, and there's a situation now going on in my family where all of his children are adults now, and he's slowing down, and he treated those kids horribly, and he gonna need some help. And you can already see them kids ain't interested in helping him. You don't never know who you gonna need in this life, and it may be your very child that you reject.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I done grown up with a whole bunch of homies who got stepfathers that they called dad. And I got a homie, matter of fact, now, he said, man, why my real father called me from Florida talking shit about my other brother that I don't even know? I started laughing, right? I said, did you tell the nigga? He said, yeah, I told the nigga. Well, this is not really my problem. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I know you my biological father, but my father up here. I mean, Slim. So there's no worse a feeling than knowing, okay, I father the child, but he don't see you as a father.
Right. Yeah. Who wants to be a sperm donor?
Yeah. That's all well, you got some people, they so toxic out here on YouTube. And when you got women, you got to think about this. When you got other Black women that are irritated with Black women that are that toxic, that says a lot. And we're saying stuff that Black men are saying, but that particular person don't think they shit stink at the end of the day. Well, when you shut off your little camera on YouTube, your ass is dried up and lonely and stuff, and you just come out here and spread toxicity on the world stage. You're playing your damn self at the end of the day. Right. YouTube should not be your life.
Right.
No. No. And YouTube is definitely not your life. And like I said, I have to wonder, how can every interaction you had with a Black man be bad? That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
Eventually, don't you start using deduction and going, well, damn, the common denominator is me.
Yeah, this is. I say what it is you take a self-assessment, honest self-assessment of yourself, and earnestly look at, where did you go wrong in a relationship? I made some major mistakes in other relationships, but I learned from it, and I'm gonna tell you how I really learned through my father. My father guided me through. I stumbled and fall, and then I just hit my learning curve, and it was like, oh, okay. I see where I made certain
mistakes. Don't turn out. Everything is not going to even be perfect in the relationship you're in.
Yeah.
And the thing is, y'all, look, even with the man I'm with now, we fell out. Sometimes we fell out hard. I'm not going to lie to you. We fell out hard. And I remember just before my wedding, 2 weeks before the wedding, we fell out so bad, we stopped talking to each other. And the wedding was 2 weeks away. But you know what? At the end of the day, we may fight hard, and be real passionate,
Mm-hmm.
but I would go through it again. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but
It don't.
I would go through it again because at the end of the day, it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it for me. And he hung in there with me.
Mm-hmm.
But some of y'all, you get into a disagreement and the relationship is over. How the hell do you build a real relationship if you can't get through the tough times?
Yeah. Because I trust and believe as you get older and say you start getting some health issues, your mate becomes real important.
Important. Yeah.
Real important, because I'm telling you, I done been through some heavy stuff because y'all know I live in chronic pain, and my husband was just right there for. He just took care of me. I wasn't well. I'm gonna tell y'all, for 6 years, he nursed me back to health. See, a real marriage is like I heard somebody said, where you got the flu and your mate got a bucket, you throwing up, they wiping you up and cleaning you up.
Yes,
That's
they are.
a real ass marriage.
True, Royal. Let me tell you a story. I went into labor with my son once in my 8th month, and they were able to stop the labor. And then I went into labor when I hit in my 9th month. I realized, when I went into labor in my 8th month, I had to get up to the hospital because I knew it was too early and it wasn't time for him to come. And I remember it was the middle of the night. And I said, I said, as bad as I feel, I want to get in the shower. He put a chair in the shower, got in the shower with me and washed me from head to toe.
Wow.
And when we got in the car and went up to the hospital, I couldn't have done it myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about those kind of times, trust me, you will cherish those kind of times.
That's when you really bond.
You really will.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm saying to you is don't always be quick to throw in the towel. If you know you got a decent person, you got to work through that. That is life.
Mm-hmm.
That is life for real.
Yeah. Yeah. You see people get all excited about the unquote wedding and the decorations and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's just a waste of money. You can put that down on a house and everything. And when they say sickness and health, I'm telling y'all something. You want somebody there basically to wash your ass. Because that's I know people that's so toxic they don't have nobody there to wash their ass. My husband has had to go to guys he went to elementary school with and go in there and wash their ass because they didn't did so many women wrong and stuff. Now their kids won't even come over and help them.
And you will never forget the emotional times you go through either. I've seen him cry twice. My husband, I've seen him cry twice. One was when his mother died. Another time is when my son was born. I looked up and he had tears streaming from his eyes when my son was born. That was such an emotional day.
Yeah, it's like you'll never forget that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm such an asshole. I'm in the motherfucking waiting room because everybody was fucking with me the whole time. It's gonna be a girl. I said it's gonna be a boy. I said I can't have nothing but boys. I shouldn't have never said that, but I said it's gonna be a boy. Why? And of course, when they push out, it's a boy. Yay! I told you in your face. I was talking to my aunts in your face. They was like, seriously, I was doing.
You know what, LVG? I got one aunt on my mother's side, and my aunt Luella. Do you know she done guessed all of the babies we were going to have in the family?
Yeah,
just by touching our stomach and feeling the position of the baby and everything and how we're carrying. And I remember I was only about 4 months pregnant, and she came over and she walked up and was just feeling on my stomach, and she said, "That's a boy in there. That's a boy." And sure enough, I had a boy. And she did that with my other cousins, and she was like, "No, that's a girl. You got a girl." She didn't get one wrong. You hear me? She didn't get one wrong.
Boy, them women got wisdom, man. Yeah. I don't know. It's just incredible to me what's going on out there. It's like, damn. Sometimes I say, you know, you hear you know, you got the manosphere out there, they toxic. And you know, this one particular person that I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about, she didn't went as far as saying, well, if you know you got getting ready to have a male child, just abort him. That's how toxic that shit then got over there on her channel. To abort the male child. What the hell is wrong with you? That you got that much hate in you and you're encouraging folks to abort the male child.
Right.
But
or they'll say, oh, well, they can't afford to have babies. You think every white person in this country that had babies could afford to have them?
No.
No. Hell no.
I'm fucked up off this shit that they Tariq showed where white people putting black eggs in them and having our baby.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what type of demon shit is this? This is
and also LVZ a couple of years back, and I'm sure they're still doing this. White women would go over to Africa to pick out an African woman to carry their baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Like Vincent Taylor say, see, that's some demon shit, right? What type of shit is that?
Yeah.
I want that one, like she's some flowers and shit. I want that one. The Negro right there with the pronounced nose.
Lisa, you know what knocked me?
That child.
You know what knocked me down when you had told us a while back on the live stream, a lot of those African women that you see that are older holding those babies are really their babies. What
the African women will have babies all into their 60s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of times, like you'll see that older woman holding a baby, older African. That's her baby. That's not a grandbaby.
Mm-hmm.
That's her baby.
And it'd be a Esau's woman. She'd be in her 20s and can't even hold one. But shit, her damn uterus is got all the scar tissue up in there. You know, then have so many damn abortions, and she playing like she don't know what's going on. You know what your ass did. But okay, African women average about seven.
Yeah, they do.
They do have, you know, but all of them don't be like that because they be having abortions. A lot of them be like that just because, you know,
they bear.
Yeah, and then that men shit ain't potent. Shit,
I mean, and it was foretold because we in it now.
That shit don't be swimming. Our shit be swimming like Michael Phelps. Black man shit be swimming his ass off, breaking records.
LVZ, you could blow on me and I would get pregnant. That was
no. I'm saying that I'm saying us as the men too. For a long time, our shit can still swim. Like me, I'm 44. Look, my shit is way more potent than a 16-year-old white kid. His shit is swimming. No, his shit is retarded. It don't even know what it's at. It's swimming.
My husband has identical twin girls, and down the road from us, his cousin has identical triplets, and they didn't go get nothing special done or nothing.
When I was going to high school, I had a gym teacher, Miss Gaines. Miss Gaines had her first children were 2 twin girls. She got pregnant again and had 2 twin boys. So she had 4 babies from just 2 pregnancies.
Oh Lord!
Yeah,
you know,
I know a few people that had kids in their 50s and stuff like that, and old men that's 60-some years old still having kids with 40-year-old women. I know that all the time. I see that all the time. Like I said, with us, that's not nothing unnatural.
My grandmother had her first when she was still a teenager, my Aunt Dee, and she had my Aunt Brenda, who was her last baby. She was 38 years old.
See,
and she did not lose one. She had 10. She didn't lose not one.
On my mother's side of the family, we have 18 sets of twins. I mean, and they just still keep coming. And what's so unique is, one more thing, is all of them are always boy-girl twins.
Halle Berry and Janet had their babies in their 50s. Yep, sure did.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Janet and Halle Berry both had babies at an older age. Like I say, that shit don't really count for us. That's for them. When they go and they be like, "Oh, you a high risk pregnancy," I'm like, "You ain't white." What,
Yeah.
remember I said that? I'm like, "Man, you not white." Lavar, I said, "Man, look, you not white. You ain't gonna have no problem."
You know
Whole
what,
pregnancy.
LVZ, what you speaking on is something real deep.
Oh, so Wavy said I had 3 triplets. Get the hell out of here.
Damn. Ooh, that's potent.
That's having some babies right there.
I want y'all to keep this on your mind because LV touched on something. Western medicine is based on the white male.
Right.
The white, not the white woman,
female.
the white male.
And the female gynecology is based on, even though they did the experiments on black women, it's based on white women. So when they telling you, "Oh, you too old to have a baby," yeah, if you white, you might die. If you black, it's just another day in the neighborhood, Mrs. Rogers. That shit don't count for you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's for them.
What I remember. My first child.
My best friend, most of my close friends growing up were twins. Most of them were twins.
I'm sitting up here telling Charisma's mother when he was being born, "Man, you need to take them iron pills for my son be small and frail and sickly." This motherfucker was 2 feet tall and 10 pounds. I was like, "What?" I said, "Fuck them iron pills."
And some people think birth size got something to do with how big a child. You can have a 10-pound baby, and it could be a girl that grows up to only be 5'4" and barely weighs 100 pounds.
That's what my father
Lisa, my youngest daughter, when I gave birth to her, she was 10 pounds, 12 ounces, and she's 34 now. She wears a size 2.
That's why I'm saying birth size has nothing to do with how somebody will turn out as an adult.
Because I'm about to say, he might never grow again. Charisma could have just been 2 feet tall. It just so happened he's 6'5", but he could have been 2 feet tall.
My grandmother on both sides, my mother and father's side, both of them were probably barely 5 feet tall. And both women, I don't even think weighed 100 pounds, but you could see all their children were tall.
Yeah.
Although they weren't tall, all of the children they had were tall.
Yeah.
See,
my mom
has 2 more kids.
I mean, my grandmothers didn't weigh nothing. When I was little, they were nothing but skin and bones. And I really think my father's mother was actually the shortest. I think she was like 4'11". Wow. And my mom's mother was about 5 feet. And now one of them women could have weighed 100 pounds. But all of their children are towering over them.
You know, a couple of years ago, when my little cousin CJ was living up here in California, he's in Arkansas. He would be on my channel from time to time. He's 14 now. He is 6'4". At 14 years old. And he got a lot of growing to do.
Little Shaq out that moment.
Trump's son, Barron. Barron is 6'7".
Big ass retard, ain't he? That's that retard height, though.
And you know Trump is jealous of that.
He retarded. The boy can't say 6 words.
Look how he slouch over. He always got his head hung low. He just be slouched. His arms just be kind of drooped over.
You see how he be walking like a big look.
Yeah, but you know what? He all of his kids are really tall, to be honest with you. Eric Trump, you know, the one that looks like a werewolf.
With the big teeth.
He's 6'5". If you look at the pictures, he's taller than Ivanka and Trump Jr.
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah, he's 6'5". And Ivanka is 6 foot.
Yeah, he's a big dummy. They all big dummies. This big stupid motherfucker. You can see how he walk around, and then his mother barely know how to talk. His father speak English, I guess. But have you heard? I guess I guess you could call that shit English. You heard some of the shit he said? That motherfucker can't read. Basic
Wow.
word.
They said that Trump's son liked to sit in a white room. He don't want nothing in the room, just got to be all white.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit. So basically, he like to be around his family, is what you just said. He like to be around his family because that's all white, bro.
Miss Walker, thank you for the Cash App. That was so sweet. Thank you for the $24.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't get to thank people because on the every Cash App I get, I can't thank the person. I can't.
Yeah, I know. All we can do is send you a heart.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I said, I hope they don't think we overlooking them. The junk that they be doing.
I used to do the videos saying thank you, but people used to run from it like I was asking for money. So I just stopped doing them.
Wow. Boy, you get
I would barely get 200 views on those videos.
What, the Patreon?
Yeah, just saying thank you.
Yeah, my joint.
That's it. I'm just saying thank you.
Free.
They run from them videos. They run like hell from them videos.
All my Patreon videos is all the videos that they took down from the old channel. A lot of the Moist Mike video is on there. I told people just go there. It don't cost no money. Just go there.
I don't know what happened to him, but I think his channel got taken down a while back.
Yeah.
Ruined that man. Original channel.
He had them fake subscribers over there. Taryn Rain had pointed it out. He said, look at this. You know, he got like, he'll do a video. He's saying he got like 5,000 subs, but when he do a video, he can't even get 50 views. What's going on over there?
D, thank you for the super chat. Don't let anyone tell you these Ukrainians are anything but racist. Azov battalion and
the Azov battalion.
Yeah,
that was the people that put up the
powerful group in the government.
That's the people who put up the Azov is the people who put up the Derek Chauvin, free Derek Chauvin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, homie. We was just talking about that.
Yeah, ain't that something? You know, I was chuckling. The McMichaels, they doing everything they can, trying to their new argument is just so silly, trying to get up out of this. And the one thing that I can say, because they was talking about how racist Travis got a lot to sit and think about and stuff. Because I mean, it was spew out of his mouth was disgusting.
They ain't gonna say that to them black inmates, though.
Hell no.
All that mess they said on the outside, they ain't gonna say on the inside in the big house.
I told you to join the Aryan Nation. So as he go in there, that man is going to, whoa. That man gonna have constant diarrhea the way his butthole is gonna be open.
And you know what? And they don't have the type of unity like they think that they have up in there. Like the Aryan Nation, they will extort each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda Hill Santee lost his channel.
Yeah.
He got a new channel. If you just put his name out there, you'll see his new channel.
I knew it was gonna happen because the way he spit out of them flames, and you know what? You know how old he is? He's still in his early 20s.
Yeah, Sassy.
Yeah.
He like an old man to me.
I be trying to call him.
Men don't look their age though. LVZ don't even look his age. He looks younger.
No, he don't.
You know, I mean, our men never look their age. They always look younger.
They be messing with me when I be having meeting. Yeah, your daughter is beautiful. I said, yeah, she is. That's what my granddaughter look like. That's your granddaughter? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see, because I mean, to be honest with you, you still look like you're in your 30s.
Yeah, he does. He does. Mm-hmm.
It's because I be around God. I keep idiots away from me. I keep y'all around me. I tell people that. I say, you know what keep you young? What? When you keep the right people around you. You keep the wrong people around you, you always in stress. You always worried. Man, look, being broke and shit like that, y'all should never bother you. You know why? I was born that way. I ain't gonna cry about that. I know what to do to change that situation.
Yeah,
So
being toxic gonna age your ass. Being bitter,
exactly.
beta male simp, and stuff.
Right.
You trying to say something, that shit gonna catch up with your ass one day, and your ass gonna drop, your face gonna crack, your makeup gonna get thicker, and all of that.
Right, you sitting there watching me, Lisa, True World.
He cut off.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Most of us we take care of ourselves. We know we don't look our age.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel my age.
Yeah. I mean, that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. LVZ, are you still there?
Well,
LVZ,
I'm gonna have to go. My husband's home.
There they go. Happy anniversary. Can you hear me?
Right.
Happy anniversary.
Thank y'all.
Y'all, I'm gonna go anyway because I never intended to go this long. I wasn't intending on going this long.
I'm gonna go because Lisa might say something real nasty. So let me just go.
I'm not gonna say nothing nasty. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Y'all. Love y'all.
We're gonna talk about health, y'all. So I'm gonna set up some live streams in the coming days.
Cool.
And that's going to be pertaining to our health and staying in shape, and all that stuff.
Cool.
All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are on this planet. And shalom, family.
Shalom. We love you. Peace.